Welcome, dosers. I missed you guys.
Me too.
Yay! They don't even know you guys yet. Okay. So everybody, I know you guys missed me just as much as I missed you, and you guys know who I am. I am Shay Harris, the hostess with the mostest, giving you your daily dose. But I have a very special guest today.
Very special.
So, as you guys can see, we are no longer the dosage.
No.
We are the dose.
The dose.
And with this change, I also have a new co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh, me. And if you know anything about me and a job, and then I have to take my PTO days as well sometimes. So
He ain't taking no PTO days. He's not taking any PTO days. This is my friend, the wonderfully talented John.
Yes, Lord.
You want to tell him about yourself?
I'm John. You're going to learn that one of my biggest hobbies is talking a little shit, but also minding my business. I would even say I'm a professional at minding my business. God bless you.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I mean, I see a lot.
You see a lot? It don't say nothing.
I
do. You know?
I don't say shit.
Now that I think about it,
I don't say shit.
you might be a professional at minding your business.
I don't say shit.
So some of you guys who are tuning in, you have seen John at shows. You've seen him at his own shows. You've seen him at my shows. You've seen him around and about, because John is the man.
I forgot I was a singer.
Because it might be private.
That's true.
What might be private?
It's live.
All right, you guys. We back. It's live.
Check to see if it's a lock up there.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You see, like right there, I'm minding my business. I don't know shit they talk about.
No, I don't see a lot. I think it's public.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Oh, I just changed it. Okay, there we go. I made it not private. All right, so we back once again.
Yes, we are.
So,
can I tell them this is my first podcast, so I don't even know what I'm doing.
Oh. So you guys, as we see, we have a lot of moving pieces today. We have a first-time podder. We have me getting back into the routine. But what we don't have that's new is Tone. Say hey, Tone.
What? I'm not new.
Say hi. I said you're not new.
Oh, hi.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Oh, that's an easy fix. I can easily turn my mic up.
All right, you guys. So we are going to be talking about who's the catch, and I'd like to name this episode Catch 22. Okay, so Catch 22. We're a little late, on having our pod from this topic, but we're still going to roll with it. So about 2 months ago now, it was a little interview going around, and it was Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens, and they were talking about their relationship and all that stuff. And he made a statement talking about how he believed that men are the catch. So I was like, oh, we need to put this on the pod. I think that's a good topic. What about you?
Sorry, I'm minding my business.
No, don't mind your business. You got to mind this business today. You got to mind this business. New job. First day on the job, about to get fired. Orientation. Please don't get me started with this.
Is that okay?
So what we're going to do is we're going to show the clip and then we're going to talk about it because I have a very, maybe unpopular opinion about this. I actually don't know your opinion about this because we decided we were going to wait to talk about it on air.
I've never seen the video.
You've never seen the video, so you're going to see it now with the rest of the world.
Sure.
All right, Tom, we ready for the video, darling?
Oh, I forgot you don't have the laptop. I took it from you.
Who was really the catch in?
I always say the man a catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Who do you think is the better athlete in the house?
I think.
I got to play it again. Can you play it again?
You want me to start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Let me focus. Slow.
They ain't one on the job, y'all.
You was really the catch in.
I always say the man a catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Who do you think is the better athlete in the house?
I think.
We're not even gonna listen to that part because that ain't got nothing to do with us. She did say that they think that they both are good in their own respective sports, but she does think that.
Best way of saying her.
But she did say that her her being a gymnast is much harder than being a football player, which I concur.
It's
Simone.
hard getting out of bed.
So we all have our own struggles. We're all good at something.
Mhm.
All right, so you want to go first? What do you do? What do you think about that?
Honestly, you're gonna be mad at me, but I think that the video was so fast that I didn't quite catch it all.
So
But-
basically, he thinks that men are the catch, and that's literally the extent of what he said. He said the backstory is they found each other on a dating app.
Okay.
He's a professional football player. She's an Olympic gymnast.
Wait, Rich folks got dating apps?
Yeah, they got dating apps.
Because there ain't no way in hell she was on Tinder.
At all. And I'm trying to get on one. Somebody give me the plug to the Rich Man app. Because if I got to get on one, that's the one I want to get on.
I was gonna say Craigslist.
Nah, not Craigslist. So basically, the backstory was they were on this app. He was like, "Oh, I saw her. I didn't know her," and I was
He
like,
didn't know her.
"That's what he said."
He
He
lied
said,
like
"I
a
didn't."
motherfucker.
He said, "I didn't
That's
know
the
her."
first line. He knew
He knew it.
it.
So
Everybody knows Simone Biles.
everybody knows Simone Biles, and I did watch another clip, and everybody was like, "She was on the box of Wheaties. We don't know you." And I was like, "Wow."
Somebody said.
Hit the emotional
Yeah,
damage
on
button.
the
Okay,
View.
okay.
On the View.
I'm catching it, but I'm emotional damage.
That had to hurt.
That's my one.
That's your one right
But
there.
anyways, so Simone,
Yeah, so they saw each other on a dating app. They matched up. I guess they started dating, and obviously it worked out because they're now married. He plays for Green Bay. She's an Olympic. Yeah, she's an Olympic gymnast. And so he was saying, basically, in that short little clip, that men are the catch, and that she bagged him, like she caught when she got him.
like, she came up one.
Like he's the catch out of the relationship.
He's the catch and she's not.
He's not saying that she's not a catch. He's saying that men are the catch in general.
Is he saying he's the catch? Or
He
men
said
are the catch?
men are the catch in general.
Can I hear the clip one more time?
That's all he really said.
I just don't want to say what he didn't say.
Okay, let's play it one
On
more
the
time
radio.
for you and the people out here in these.
They know they getting a fair view.
Who was really the catch in?
I always say we, the man, a catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Who do you think is the better athlete in the house?
I think
So you
Okay.
think he didn't necessarily say that like the interviewer did.
I was gonna say it was set up.
It was set up
in a way
to
that he was
insinuate.
going to respond really for himself, but he responded for me.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Before I preface everything else.
Okay, so what do you think?
Are men really the catch?
Are men really the catch?
Think
I get what you're saying, but I guess I'm
Think
gonna
that
say the right
button on
thing.
there
But if
too?
I say the wrong thing, I'll just say I said the wrong thing.
Stand on it.
Men are dynamic. In a household, a father.
No,
No,
not there yet.
In a
In a relationship
Okay,
between a man and a woman, is the man a catch?
but I guess I'm saying we can't even talk about it in a relationship. This is marriage.
No, he's saying this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was before they got married.
This was when they engaged. When you're engaged, you
Either
look at
way,
marriage.
in a relationship, let's take it.
Okay, we'll take it back. We'll take it back.
In a relationship, do you think that men are the catch?
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I agree.
Yeah. I had to think
I
about it,
believe-
but I want to word it. So
Okay,
I ain't
word it.
gonna
Go
let, I ain't
ahead.
let you just go run with that. Because they don't have no hair like the gorilla. But
We're going to talk about her in a minute, too.
please. But I should have worn my mask.
Let it work for you in this
Oh,
season.
great. But I'm sorry, y'all. I am intoxicated. Just a little bit. But I'm sorry. I know you told me to keep it not PG, but anyways, the
Whoo!
no. The men are the catch in a relationship. I would say because a woman will stay far longer than a man will stay.
And so you think that's why they're the catch?
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. You're going to have to elaborate.
Like,
that.
it's not hard to catch someone who doesn't want to let go.
So you think that women, because we tolerate more,
Yeah,
we are not the catch?
yeah, you're tolerating.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
So I do believe that men are the catch, but I believe that women are the gift.
Okay, I mean that's hallelujah, but
No, I mean like we're actually gift to men. I
True,
feel like
true, true,
women
true.
are God's gift to men. But I also feel like a good man is a catch. Like I would
Yeah.
never be like, oh, if it's one man. No, once I find a good man, I'm never leaving that good man alone. That's why we tolerate it. Because although you might have your flaws,
yeah,
being a good man, it's hard to find a good man.
it's like that.
It's listen, it's hard. And I am fully aware of that. So I'm like, yeah, men are the catch for sure. I think that a good man, okay. I think that women need the proper environment to be a good woman.
I hear that.
I feel like we start out being a good woman, but if we don't have the proper environment, like a seed is gonna always be a seed, but whether or not that seed grow
Mhm.
is based off of conditions that you put the seed in.
Correct. The soil.
So if you have a good man, that's premium soil
Uh-huh.
and good filtered water.
True.
Good filtered water. A good man will make you flourish. Like a good man, even if you're a good woman, that a good man can turn you into a great woman.
I get you.
So that's why I think
but
that men
also,
are a catch.
but also, a great woman can turn you into a great man.
I don't believe that.
Mm.
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 I believe that a man is not going to be a great man until he desires to be a great man.
True.
A woman can't make you want, like a woman can give you reasons to do that, but even being a great woman to a guy who's not ready to be a great guy is not going to turn him into
But
a
I
great
mean,
guy.
I guess it's not like. I guess what I'm saying, a woman can improve your life.
Period, Khadijah. She said it's easy to find a good woman versus finding a good man. So yes, I agree. The man is the catch. It
I
is.
get you.
So
I get what you're saying,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is, and that's nice how that popped up there. That was really nice. but I get what you all are saying.
Mhm.
It makes sense, but at the same time, we can't devalue. a woman.
No, we're not devaluing a woman at all.
But I think sometimes the phrasing of it, and I think that's why it's even a big topic, is because it comes off as one is valued more.
I can see that.
Okay, me personally,
I can see
and
that.
y'all know how I feel. And although we have a new podcast name and a new setup and going towards a new
She hinting at
Feeling.
a
a new co-host,
because somebody
and everything.
I'm standing on.
but what we not going what ain't new is I said what I said. Okay. So what I'm going to say is the only people who had a problem with a man saying this were women who do not understand the quality of a man. Like if a woman was arguing with this man or what he was saying, and or they're gonna argue with me about what I'm saying, sir, you're not ready to have a good man, which is why you probably ain't got one. You probably at home with 4 baby daddies who doing you wrong right now.
Emotional damage.
That's too bad.
But you get what I'm saying? Like women, Khadijah, I know her personally. She's married. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not married. I'm not even dating right now. Well, I'm open to date. If you want to ask me out, I'm going.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. But I'm
Take
not
her to
dating
Casablanca.
anybody. Don't take me to Casablanca. I know too many people at Casablanca, and on the first day I don't want nobody thinking of being in a
Is
relationship.
Casablanca even a catch anymore?
I like Casablanca.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just a little vibe. It's a little good time. I
And
went
a
to
nice
Casablanca
little-
with John, and everybody thought he was my boyfriend.
Tapas.
Remember when we went to Casablanca? Oh, it was like 4 people after that thought we was together.
Because we went twice.
Yeah,
Well,
But
we was
anywho-
together with the choir.
just us when we went
Oh,
together. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, but that's how I feel. People often can't take one thing without taking away from another.
True.
And that's not what this statement was. If the man is a catch, the man is a catch. And like I said, the man is a catch and a woman is a gift.
But I
A
think
good
it's-
woman is a gift to a man, and a good man knows that having a good woman is a gift.
They like so goddamn easy.
We make life easier. If you treat us right, we will make your life easier. If you do what's wrong, not everything is wrong.
Right. It's really about living a good life.
It's really about living a good life. However, a good man makes that life good.
True. I can see that from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
And from a man's perspective, you thought y'all was a catch because Y'all like staying through the mess?
No. I guess what I'm saying is like, as a man, I know if I'm either good or bad.
So let's go back to the original statement. I have a question,
Okay.
right? So, is a man not staying and not tolerating as much because he's the catch, or because he emotionally can't handle what he dish out? Because sometimes men dish out a lot, and if you give them the same, they can't handle it, and that's when they leave.
I get you. I think it may be circumstantial. I believe that there are such a wide array of men.
It's not that wide.
Oh my.
Wow.
It's not that wide
Oh.
to me.
Wow.
I think you can classify
You
men in
think-
3 different categories.
Okay.
All men get fit into 3 different categories. The ones who ain't shit,
I'm
the
gonna
ones
be
who
there.
are already good men,
I'm-
and then the ones who are struggling to find themselves, and they're in a transition period. Like they probably weren't good before, but they're in that stage where they're trying to transition into being a better man, whether it's for them, for their child, because of something. But I think
Mhm.
all men fall into those 3 categories.
and then the bad. There's got to be at least a bad. Because
I
bad,
think that's the first
bad
one.
and ain't shit ain't the same.
It's the same thing to me.
Dang.
As a woman, it's the same thing to me.
Never mind. Fuck it. The man's catch.
No, I'm saying if you disagree with that, this is your time to
I
disagree.
disagree, but at the
Then
same,
talk it.
at
We're
the
on the
same
pod.
time, this I never been on the pod.
Yeah, so talk.
But,
If you disagree,
Yeah,
this is
you
your
can say
time
whatever
to
you want,
express
bro. Stand on business.
Babe. Anyway, let me take the toothpick out.
Take it out, big country.
As a man, I see a lot of niggas that ain't shit.
it. Right.
But also as a man, I see a lot of people who try.
Mm-hmm.
And as a man, I see a lot of people who are great men.
Mm-hmm.
But I also see a lot of people who are like in that trying phase. And I grew up with a nigga,
Mhm.
my dad, who was in that trying phase,
Mhm.
but turned around to have to be a good man.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, and this is my 3 categories.
And, but I think
if you're
that
trying,
I think
I
that
feel like that makes you might not be a great man yet, but if you're trying to be a better man, you see that you can be a better man and you want to be a better man.
but I ain't gonna lie. I believe my mom is the catch.
You believe your mama is the catch?
My mom is the catch and my dad is the kid.
Okay. And don't get me wrong, and I want everybody to be clear. I'm not saying that this is 100%.
It's not,
guaranteed.
and that's what I'm saying. It's
I'm
just not
saying on a
solid.
generalized consensus, right? If it's 100 cases, if we look at 100 couples,
Mhm.
I will say 98 of those men out of that 100 couples are the catch, and the woman is the gift. Now, don't get me wrong. A woman can be a catch as well, but that's not her. That's not. I don't feel like that's her. That's her title. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she's a gift. I feel like having a woman in her soft place and being the woman in the relationship, or
That's
even being the
gift.
woman that you need in a
That's the
relationship.
gift.
Because being a soft woman does not mean that you at home cooking and cleaning and all that stuff all the time. Sometimes it's mean you're strong enough to know that your man doesn't defend himself. So now you got to step in and kind of be like, hey, don't play with my husband. You know what I'm saying? It's being what your partner needs
Right.
at that time. That's why women are a gift. Women adapt much quicker to what their partner needs than men do.
Nurturers.
We're nurturers, and that's just what we do by genetics, literally.
Right.
We're incubators for life. Like we literally, that's us in genetics. So that's why we're the gift.
True.
Because we can adapt to be whatever you need. If you need us to be a little rough
But
sometimes because
listen,
people playing
the
with
same
you,
categories.
fall for women.
That's all I'm
No,
saying.
for sure.
That's all I'm
For
saying.
sure.
That's all
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying the same. The same.
I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Woo.
Absolutely.
Then, hey, we agree.
There are women who are
We agree.
horrible. They're
Terrible.
horrible partners,
Terrible.
mothers,
Terrible.
business partners. They're
People.
horrible people.
People.
Like they trifling.
People.
They are trifling. However,
I get you.
you know what I'm saying? When they decide not to be trifling, they're gonna be a gift to somebody.
Really good. Muy bien.
So that's just how I feel about it. Now I understand where the world is coming from. Everybody was upset. It was like, oh, he said he's the catch, and they
Right.
no, stop taking away, stop adding more to what he said.
Right. That's
He
why
said
I
what
need
he
to be
said.
specific. That's why I needed to watch it twice.
3 times. It was 3 times.
See? That's why I needed to.
Right. But you get what I'm saying? Like, and I do believe that. And ladies, if you feel like you're the catch,
Do that shit.
More power to you.
That's
I'm not saying that you don't have the right to believe that. What I'm saying is, I know what I'm gonna say. Me personally, I know what I bring to the table. I listen. I'm 30 with no kids and my own money. A lot of people.
Gotta-
That was a little shout.
Where's the shout?
They ain't got no shout. We gotta add a shout, but
This thing ain't worth it.
we gotta.
Some gunshot.
That's basically what that was.
Now you can find the shout button, so you started. Woo, holy hood, holy hood, holy hood. He couldn't find the shout button, so he started with the gunshots. Yeah, there we go.
Was not shots fired.
Salute to the pod from Made It TV, and salute to you, darling.
Amen. Good luck to you for real. Travail Thomas. Oh damn, I can't read.
Trail.
Trail. I'm
It's
sorry.
either trail or trail, and if I'm saying it wrong, please type it out phonetically in there so I can say it right, because I don't ever want to say it wrong. And to all my people viewing on Instagram, thank you guys. You guys are dope.
No.
Oh yeah, we gotta turn that one around so I can see
This
if
one?
anybody's saying.
Enough coming here.
Okay, cool.
I will let
Okay.
you know.
So now we can talk about this 2-parent household.
Major.
Trey
Major.
L.
Major.
Trey L. There we go.
Try. Who knows?
That's what you got. That's
Call
what you got
in. We
going
need a phone. Call in.
on. Just put don't put my number on there. Put Tone's number on
Yeah,
there.
you know.
He got,
I mean, we got an
hey,
office
he got
line.
He got his own what? What he got? Wi-Fi. He got his own Wi-Fi. That impressed you, didn't it? You said that's bougie. I like that. I hate it here. I hate it here. And to think that we're going to be doing this every other Friday
Man,
at
we
6
gotta get
o'clock.
off of here. Y'all pop out.
So, got you. I got you. I'm definitely going to go ahead and I'm going to tap in.
Read it.
We supposed to pop in every morning at 10 a.m. Tap in.
Where? Here?
You don't see the name of the show right there?
Za?
In the morning show.
At 10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
How do
So-
I find it?
He said get a Google phone. Tom said we got an office phone. I didn't know.
Oh, I do have a Google phone.
I have a Google phone too. I have a Google Voice.
Me too.
Oh,
414.
I'm gonna start giving everybody that number
Hey,
because right now
I
I be
do.
giving out my number and blocking people as soon as they text me. No, I'm a girl. Sometimes when we say no, people get a little hostile.
They do. It's dangerous.
Yeah, that's part of the ain't shit committee right there. Yeah, that one, the first one. You know, no.
Keep going. You talking.
So So earlier when I was talking to John about what the topic was going to be, we decided not to talk about the actual topic. We did end up talking about the mother and the father thing from your book.
Yeah.
You forgot that thing?
No, I might have got the book.
He might have brought the book. So John is actively reading the book, and I think the commentary was you got the book. He said no. The commentary was that in their formative years, people think that the mothers are the most important factor,
I didn't see it.
and I think the book was saying that the father was. Okay, this your
Yeah.
book, darling. You need to explain
So
it.
like I'm reading this book called They Tell Me of a Home by Daniel Black. If you've never read the book, I think that the book is awesome. Daniel Black is an amazing writer. I ain't even gonna lie to you, I'm educated as a love. Like I love to read. Jay, don't look like that. I'm educated as a mother. You did a little, but you can rewind and watch it. You'll see it. I'm educated anyway. I'm just a little country, but get a little off task. The book is really good.
Mhm.
But it talks about how, like, in that household, even though the mother was secretively, like, out to get him,
Mhm.
the father was the one that made his life hell.
Mhm.
And it may be from a boy's perspective, so, because it's different growing up with a dad as a man than it is as a woman.
Mhm.
And so, like, they rough on you. They gotta be rough on you, but they rough on you. But, like, the man makes or breaks the house.
Okay.
And I see that relevant in today's society because sometimes men don't have fathers
Mhm.
or they're not connected to their fathers. And I'm not saying anything bad about them, but you can sometimes tell,
Mhm.
even simple stuff. Like, I'm not pursuing you, but I went to your house and your table was loose. And I'm like, damn. Okay. And I'm like,
Figure it
dang, these niggas coming in your house, but they not even looking out for you.
First of all, don't say it like it's these niggas in my house.
No,
Like
it's a
not,
revolving door.
I mean, wait a minute.
not like that, but like anything.
Now, okay, on the flip side, honestly, my friends would take care of it. However, honestly, you're probably the person who comes to my house the most consistent out of my male friends. So you're the person who would probably be the one to fix it.
Damn, well I fixed it. Well,
Yeah. So
but
but
no,
my guy friends, and I don't know the growing up of all my guy friends, but what I can say is I have great male friends. And yes, I'm one of those people who have platonic friends when we don't sleep together. Like John is my platonic friend. Like this is my road dog.
we was
Right?
homeless together for
We-
30 minutes.
30 minutes in a different city. We was homeless together for 30 minutes in a different city.
Yeah.
We is blood in, blood out. At this point, me and you shall never part, okay?
Homeless.
But I have really good male friends, and I'm not gonna lie though. Even I got a few male friends who I will put in the ancient category to women that they're dating.
Some of us are catering.
Yeah, to women that they're dating, but not to me. Like me as a little sister, as a friend. Like I don't get that treatment, and so I get exactly what the book is saying, and I agree. Like especially when it comes from a boy's perspective.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, dad growing up, and I mean, he ain't nothing but 5'2" flat.
Yeah.
But he had a different power.
He
and
had-
even me in education, like, ladies can go into a room. I'm not saying that they're weak, but they can't get them. I mean, it's just, but if my presence was dark, that would get them even worse. Not in a good way. That would affect their lives in a harsher way.
And that links into our whole catch statement, right? I am a daddy's girl. I love my mama. Me and my mama, we solid. We locked in. But I am a daddy's girl, right? Like, don't talk about my daddy. Don't play with my daddy. Like, don't mention Fred, because it'll get real ignorant real quick. However, like, I have my dad every day of my life. My dad picked me up from school every day. My dad was always around. I never, even before him and my mom got back together. And so, as a lady and as a woman, I don't even have children, but I am 100% sure that I would not be able to make a man out of a boy.
No.
The problem is a lot of women think that they can.
Oh.
And I'm not saying that you can't contribute
Sorry,
the
I'm
best that you can to him being a good person. You can instill a lot of things into that boy as a single mom. However, eventually somebody is going to have to give him a male example, whether it be your father, whether it be your brothers, whether it be your cousins, or otherwise he's going to get his examples from people who might not be the best example for him.
Or
Because
just find his own
A
example.
man will never respect a woman teaching him how to be a man, and it's not even intentional. I feel like with young boys, it's more so like, I'm a boy, you're a girl, it's just different. Just like a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. A single father can't turn a young girl into a mother. I mean, a woman.
Right.
Like, he can't, he doesn't even know the things that a woman would need to know.
I
Just
talked
like
about that today.
just like the woman would know all the things that a man would need to know.
True.
Like, women be like, I taught him how to be standing up. Okay, that's great. You taught him about his anatomy.
Not really. I mean, he was going to pee anyway. Eventually.
Some boys be sitting down.
They better stand.
I'm serious though.
Get up.
Get up.
Just
sit down.
Just hold it.
And so I concur with that. I think that men are essential to the development of your child, period. Whether it's a girl or a boy.
Make a break.
I think
would
it's
not-
more important for a boy.
One of the main reasons I will not have a child without a stable relationship is because I have to be a better. I have to be a better.
You know
Yeah,
me.
I know.
I was signing up for a baby mama ship. I ain't gonna lie, because at this point, I just don't think that relationships work for me right now.
I have to be in the house with my child. Regard.
Can we be in the same neighborhood?
Damn.
I
You know what? That's
would-
actually not a bad idea.
would love. Listen, I
You
would
have
love.
to grow up in my home.
I would love that. However,
That's like the requirement.
if it don't work out,
If it don't work out, we try.
if it
But
don't
you-
work out, can
that
we at
child
least
stays.
be in the same neighborhood?
The child stays in my home.
You ain't my baby daddy, so
I
whatever
know,
you
but
and
I'm
your
just
baby
saying,
mama discuss.
if that was the case,
But I
in
can
my
tell you right
situation-
now, my child is not living full time in anybody else's house. We can do joint. I swear, everybody who know me know I would not be that type of baby mama. Everybody who's ever dated me know the type of parent that I would
you
be.
can come over.
No,
Oh.
no, not at all.
Nope.
If I had a child and me and my child's father did not work out, we can have joint custody, joint placement, all of that. Like we can work out our own schedule. We can do all that. We can spend holidays together. We can split the day. My family eat at 2 anyway. We be done by 5.
Oh, you got time to go back to my
You got
dad's
time
house.
to go do whatever you want to do after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a problem with any of that. But what
I
you're
don't
not
mind
going to
the
do is
two-
have my child.
I don't mind the 2 Thanksgivings. But that home,
Elaborate.
my home.
So you think that a woman, if y'all break up, this woman who has housed this child in her body for 9 months
Yeah.
is going to let you take sole placement? A good mother. I'm not talking about a trifling woman. I'm talking about a good mother. Because I don't believe, you're my friend, and I don't believe that you're going to have a child with somebody who you don't deem as a good woman or a good mother.
It's easy.
It's not easy. I don't know what you do in your extracurricular times. I haven't even seen you entertain anybody.
Right.
So I just don't believe that with this stiff regulation that you have on your life right
But
now,
I mean, like,
that you're gonna accidentally have a child
all
with
it takes
somebody.
is one fuck up. I don't have control of if I have a child.
You do have control of their don't fuck up.
Oh, well, don't fuck up. Yeah, but I mean, if I fuck up,
But you get what I'm saying? Like
I would fight for it. Can I have a child?
you can want full custody.
I mean, you could visit, you can get
Maybe you
partial.
say you.
It could spend the night at your house, but it's room. It's my room.
Dear any man that plans on date, Shonda Marche Harris.
Not the Marche.
Shonda Marche Harris. My mama called me Shanda Faye.
Oh, shit.
If you plan on dating Shanda Faye, if we don't work out, you're not getting full custody of my child. You're not getting full placement of my child. God bless your
So
ministry.
partial, I would probably be able to negotiate like a 60-40.
No,
Have
50-50.
that- Oh, fuck.
50-50. I will give you 50-50 because I do believe that, and even if you don't want primary placement, but you can, I ain't gonna lie.
We don't
If
even
you-
have to figure all this out right now.
No, I'm just saying though, and I'm not lying. Even like, let's just say like with my parents, right? My dad came to my mom. We did family things,
Right.
and they weren't together. Like, yeah, Melody. I don't know what he's talking about.
Melodies from heaven.
That's the first thing that popped in my
Right.
head.
That's the
Oh,
first thing that popped in his head. And for all of you that are listening and can't see my facial expressions right now, I definitely just gave him the coldest side eye of his life when he started singing Melodies from Heaven.
Yeah, it was no shade melody.
But no,
I think I know melody.
no. So if you plan on dating me,
Don't know melody?
hopefully we from A&P. Oh boy, not that.
You know she done got that a lot.
Definitely done got that a lot. But no, I'm not doing that. And you can take me to court.
I get you though. I get you. And I think I'm just talking.
Because as a good mother, you
But
can
I
take me
ain't
to court.
gonna lie, like I would be a great dad.
And I'm not taking that from you. My
But-
dad was a great dad. I never.
And I don't need no 50.
You want to know? Y'all know me. I'm very transparent.
You gotta be better
Before
than me.
my dad
you gotta
and
be
my
better
mom-
than me to do 50-50.
No, why? Why we can't be equal? If I'm better than you, I want 64.
Yeah.
No.
You just
I want 50-50.
because you want me.
Yeah, because if co-parenting is exactly co-parenting.
I get you.
And if you can't co-parent on 50-50, what you co-parenting for?
It's wrong.
I don't even know why.
Because you're ignorant. Stop pressing stuff.
Next topic. You ain't even have no kids.
You ain't having no kids.
Right
You
now.
gonna have some kids.
Nah, fuck around.
Yeah, you gonna have some
Fuck
kids.
around.
But no. Okay, so we can wrap that part up.
He wants control.
He wants
I
Anthony, he
I
definitely
do.
wants control.
I do.
Why though?
Because I know the household will be good.
Okay, so question. Let's just say this is not a mess up. Like this is not a oops, I did it. So let's say this is you guys were together
Mhm.
You guys just grew apart. You guys got married and everything. Then you got divorced. You still want full custody?
It can be partial, but I don't believe 50-50 even works.
Why don't you believe that 50-50 works?
Because if you ask for 50-50 now, I want 50-50.
Let's do 50-50.
But
We
if
can
you-
rotate
I
holidays,
don't
week on,
want
week
no,
off.
I don't want no, oh, I can't do it this week.
No,
No, 50.
no.
Well, 50 because I asked for 60.
Listen, I
That's all
feel
I'm
you.
saying.
I feel you. And in that
Do the 6 months, 6 months.
That's too long.
no.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
gotta
can't-
keep a routine.
I can't go long. I need exactly.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
gotta have
keep
a routine. I would do a week on, a week off.
'Cause
For
I-
sure,
I
rotating
believe in that.
holidays.
I believe in the
Or
school.
holidays at both houses.
Well,
because
it
y'all know my
depends.
holidays
It
are
also
family.
depends on how far apart y'all are from each other.
That's big.
Because, like, let's say you move to Texas and you still here in Wisconsin, you can't do week to week.
Yeah.
Or if one lives on the south side, one lives on the north side,
And I'm
that can
not-
break up some
And,
stuff.
and I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope that if I'm ever in this situation, I hope that I don't get in this situation.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope
can't
that I hope that I'm in a household with me and my husband and we have children and all that good stuff is cute. No, I want children. Okay, I was the only child in the house growing
I
up.
hear you.
You got to move your mouse because I can't see what Ebony said.
Ebony said,
He said, "Let his ass have them kids."
that's what I said. Ebony basically said, fuck them kids.
Ebony got kids, so I understand what she said.
I
But what
don't
I'm
have
saying is, I can't.
And we can tell by the way you talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because when you have kids,
When I
you
have them,
talk
I'm probably
different.
gonna be with say, let's do 60.
Ah,
But
you the 60, and I'll take the 40 for sure. Nah,
but
not
for right now, goddamn, go home.
When you had them kids, you're gonna be like, oh, you want them this week? Go ahead and take them.
Talk about some.
Be like, damn, you
I
brought.
wanna be a
Be
good
like,
home.
damn, you brought them back too soon. Like
I'm gonna have to be a good
it's
home.
9 o'clock at night. What do you mean too soon?
This young man right here is not about to stress me out. Kenzo said, "Me and my BM
Facts.
have a good relationship."
Do you stay in the same city? Look, be interesting.
We vested. Ah, she said real.
Real hot girl shit.
Oh, shit.
No, and I get that, and I feel like I'm 30 now, right? So by the time I
I
have
ain't
kids, I'm gonna be chilling. I ain't even real hot girl right now. I go to listen to some live music, go eat, and come back. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even be out here like that. So I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
If you ask me, I'm ready.
I don't know what y'all talking about. He want this 50-50, but I mean he want this 60-40
It's
his
just-
way split.
I work with kids. I at least want to be in control of the education.
Why
That's
can't
what
you?
I'm
Okay,
saying.
so my thing is, do you not trust your partner to be able to have a conversation where you both can agree?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Why?
This
Why
whole
couldn't you work it
conversation
out?
shows
Then
that.
why don't you? Okay, then why would you have a child with this person?
Right. That's what I'm
Pussy
saying
good.
from a fuck up.
Because the pussy was
That's what I'm
good.
saying. I'm saying if it's not one,
If it's not one, then we
if it's not one, I feel like
ain't no
it's-
breaking up. We together.
that's not what happens
We
though.
belong
That's-
together.
So you gonna force her?
I
You're
change.
gonna be.
I promise I'll
You're gonna
change.
be delusional.
No,
Hey, twin, you're gonna be delusional.
Really, it's just location because really, I'm that kind of dude.
And if we're
I'm
going
gonna pick up
50,
and
if
move.
we are co-parenting successfully, you are being a great co-parent. You gotta be stuttering. You are being a great co-parent, and I'm being a great co-parent, and we are doing everything that we could to provide the best life in our situation for our child. Why wouldn't we talk about moving to the same place? If you want to move, let's talk about it. Put it on the table. Why we move?
Again, it would just have to be with the right person.
Exactly.
That's all.
So if you have a
You
right
have
person,
to have the mental capacity
even if
to
the person
have
was wrong, okay.
to have even the conversation, because then you're gonna get a new spouse,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna be into the mix. We have to keep clear communication.
That's
A lot of shit happens because communication is not clear.
Kids are people at its core, dealing with personalities and different emotions. 50-50 is definitely balanced.
I get you.
50-50 is balanced.
If
And
the
it's
person
routine.
is good, if the person, I ain't gonna lie, but again, if the person is good, we ain't gotta talk about it.
Listen, and
But
I
I'm
ain't
just
gonna hold
saying,
you. I'm all for
I've run
men.
across some bad people.
Listen, and I'm all for men going.
She
If
lied,
your
y'all.
person,
She-
wow,
Ooh,
wow,
ooh,
Uh-oh.
you
Should
are
we delete
lying.
that?
ooh.
I mean, we don't got to delete nothing because you are lying.
Oh
For
my.
the people who are on Instagram, Somebody on the Facebook page just said, she's lying, y'all. Shay said she would never let me see my kids. Yes.
Oh my. You out here
That's my
just-
twin Jasmine, not
Oh shit.
the other Jasmine. So I like her too. She cool too. He is lying. That man is lying. Don't listen to that man. And if y'all reading that comment, don't listen to him. He is lying.
That's what we
Come
doing.
on,
Just keep the
some
man.
lying.
You keep the
No.
man away from his kids. I thought you was better than
I
that.
don't even have no children.
Just saying.
Yeah, Morty.
I got Morty, and
That's enough.
that is enough. That is enough. I have a dog named Morty. Everybody,
Morty is a lot.
did you say what?
Morty needs a goddamn hug.
Morty does need a hug, and that's what you want
You don't
attention.
get it, yeah.
If you want attention, don't do my dog like
The
that.
nigga can say no.
How my dog can't sing, y'all? He, my dog can't sing.
Nigga
I
can
hate you
blow.
so much. Okay, so you know what? How long have we been on here, Tone?
41 minutes and 17, 18, 19.
Good. We're gonna dedicate these last 15 minutes to some other things, okay?
For sure. Because I be talking shit.
So let's talk about this Kim Burrell since you mentioned it earlier.
I ain't gonna lie. We don't have to even talk about it because I love Kim Burrell and people are controversial. But what you can't deny is the gift. Moving on.
No, we're not moving on. That was real cute though.
Moving on.
Not get her, y'all. She keeping me from my kids. Wow. Wow. Woo. If I keep him from his kids, y'all, he was abusive. So
Oh, my.
you wanna play?
Ooh. Where he,
You tell me to blink twice.
where he touch you at?
I blinked twice to say I was in danger, and John took the gunshot. And that's why you a real one. And that's why between that, fixing my tables. Now you want to play? You want to play? Listen,
I'm sorry. I don't have any controversy.
Melody said she need prayer. Don't tell that lady to be quiet. She trying to worship too. Okay, talking about Kim Burrell.
Who's worshiping right now?
Not right now. We talking about Kim Burrell. Stay with us. Stay with us, darling. Stay with us. Stay with us.
The weed was good.
Melody.
Mexican weed. Weed.
I was not with this man when he partook in any of these activities. I was already in the studio, you guys.
Sure was. Black History Month.
Ooh,
Okay,
Jesus.
Kim Burrell, she said she needs prayer. Go and tell that lady to be quiet. She tried to worship too. I ain't gonna lie. I was saying. Some motherfuckers can't sing and it really throws you off and you really trying to sing because shut the fuck up.
Oh my.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I have a softer approach.
Because some motherfuckers can't sing. And if you want to worship, you should worship in your closet.
It's the walk away. Okay. I have a softer approach. Okay. I understand.
Do you?
I understand
Do you?
the troubles.
The trials of
the
the world.
trials. The trials and tribulations that somebody singing with you
I don't.
can cause.
Oh, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand doing a sermonic solo.
A sermonic.
Solo.
A
Because
sermonic.
he's
I got a
ridiculous.
lot of shit to say.
He is shady in real life.
I got a lot of shit.
I
Hey, because I
understand.
can sing. If you can't sing, that's not your gift. Maybe you should be an usher.
No.
Damn.
Here
Not an usher.
Here
we At go. church.
See, here go. That's where they
At-
messed
at
up.
church.
They messed up telling everybody come as you are.
At
Ooh.
church.
No,
You know
they
what I'm
messed
saying?
up by allowing people to come up and give a testimony.
On me. Give
And
the
it-
testimony and don't sing.
It does.
You said
What
you had a word.
You gotta-
What-
Now you got a verse.
Now you got
and
a song in your heart.
chorus.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
feel his pain.
Especially at funerals.
That's why I ain't been
when
back to
they
church.
really show their
You know what? That's a whole.
Hold on, time out. 'Cause you had the best funeral experience of your life with somebody.
That's funeral experience. Good Lord.
Respected service. I got paid good money to sing at that service.
But you got
And it was a
paid.
great service.
You got
And
paid. That's the
I
difference.
felt
You
for the
got
family.
paid
But
to
that
If
sing.
you are watching,
God is good. God is good.
You got paid to sing. These folks don't get paid.
Sing the part that man was singing. Sing it for the people, John. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah.
What was we talking about?
Yeah, because you didn't mind your
I didn't
soprano
mind my
solo
pain.
being interrupted
duet.
right then.
Oh, I had one of the strongest sopranos in Milwaukee.
Who? Melody said the way she came for that lady though. The way she came for her though. So that is my problem, right? So my problem is not the fact that she didn't want that lady to sing with her. I understand. It can be very distracting when you're trying to do one thing because maybe she was trying to put a little flip and dip on that song. Maybe she wasn't singing it in the same key. Like it's a lot of variables that a singer has when they're trying to minister, or even when they're just trying to sing. Let's just say she wasn't ministering. Let's just say that she was.
You trying to make an excuse for this young lady?
I'm not saying, but the
you
way
messing
she
with her worse than
conveyed
Kim did.
but the way that she conveyed that message was entertaining, funny,
None the
but
least.
wrong. She was wrong.
I believe that she.
It was
I think she was fed up. I think that's
the
what
song
it
had
is.
just started, John.
And sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes that's enough. Do you
Love
know?
you too, Manny. Imani.
Hey, she can sing.
Money.
She can sing. But
Money.
don't, because you know I be singing sometimes, and I sing. I'm a singer, and sometimes when I'm singing, it's my song, and I can't wait to hit it the way I hit it. But somebody singing it on how they sing it on the radio, and shut the fuck up.
No.
Because that's not what the fuck I'm
And
saying.
I get that. That's what I'm saying. It could be a lot of different variables. She could have was gonna use it as a transition and move into something else. She was gonna do whatever. Now she can't
She wanted to just
because
move
you
freely.
are restricting her.
Correct.
Sometimes people don't understand that when you take over a song from the congregation, you have now restricted this person.
Ebony's on the song.
I don't think she was wrong. It was her moment. Ebony, no, her moment is a concert. If this was a church service, I do not know the service in which it was. If this was a church service, it wasn't her moment. It was God's moment. And if God was worshiping through that lady, then he was moving through that lady. And don't get me wrong. Now the lady, we could have redirected that another way, or maybe God needed you to follow that lady and sing with that lady, however, whatever. But if this was a concert, and she was paid to come do whatever and move however, yeah, lady, put your mask on and let your mask work for you in this season.
Because you on stage.
Because you on stage. But if we at Sunday morning service, or if I'm at an event and God is moving and she in worship and she crying or she singing along, I don't think we should tell that woman to be quiet.
I think so. I get what Kim is saying. Every time that you step on the stage, that's your brand.
So
And
how would
so-
I have done it?
No. Answer for real.
I know for real. Praise God of the Bible. Hey Anthony, this is my founder. Shout out to my founder. Ashaba.
He knows because some people are ones.
Some people are ones.
If
Some
a
people
one
are
is singing,
twos.
You
The
let that
threes need to
three
let
be
that
the
one
back.
have it. And I get it.
Yeah.
But me personally, I have dealt with similar things. And I just kind of transitioned the song how I want it to go. I'm not rude. I'm not going to tell you to be quiet and stop. You know, as a worship leader, which I am, it's been a million times where people who cannot sing along. Wrong key, wrong words, wrong song sometimes. However, it's not my place to stop you from getting what you need out of that service.
You want a water, Jim?
Yes. It's not my place. And that's the truth. And that's why everybody said that's her. And that's why we're not supposed to be offensive to other people. And that was offensive to that lady. That lady came out with a statement that said she was offended.
My gosh.
Come on, Anthony. Come on, founder. Your opinion is.
Google me.
we can call you in, founder.
Man. But I ain't gonna lie. I believe that if Kim was their minister, and I'm not trying to talk about status, but Kim Burrell is a status to where even if she was to come to my open mic, I want you to listen to the gift.
Mhm.
I would have the open mic people be quiet.
So
Because there is
it a
gift.
performance or is it a ministry? Because if she's
It's-
ministering, why wouldn't she want somebody to minister,
Regard-
to worship with her?
Regardless, it's a brand.
God made that brand. I can definitely listen. I have no doubt in my mind. So we have a few comments, and I'm going to read them because I do know that people tune in, they listen later online where they don't see the comments. So somebody asked me how would I do it, and I'm just reading the ones that we replied to. We have a few people who agree, and they said that they can see how irritating it could be as well. Trey, you can have my hat. Come on, I got you. Melody said, "Is yes the gift and not the flesh." And so what I'm saying
She also
is,
put laughing faces because she knows that's
right.
not true.
Okay, but come on now. Come on, saints, because there's a lot of saints on here, okay?
Saints and
Saints.
ain'ts.
Saints and ain'ts. It's for saints and ain'ts. If you were at your job as a worship leader,
She's
You know
not a
what I'm
worship
saying?
leader.
she is a worship leader. She calls herself a psalmist. She's a psalmist. She's a singer. She's a pastor. So everything she do is to be in worship or to set the atmosphere for God. And if she's moving for God, then she needs to meet people where they are. If that lady can't sing, but she's genuinely having a moment with God, and it's because of her singing, like her singing ushered that lady into that place. So it wasn't like the gift was wasted.
But she can no longer usher because you are distracted.
Okay. Is she distracting or is she getting what God had for her? It's the same thing as shouting. So that lady singing along is the same thing as shouting. Oh, I forgot. She was talking to the wrong one.
She was in the one minister that she wanted people.
You want to read it out loud?
She was a woman ministering and she wanted the people to hear her prophetic word. It's just like when a pastor is praying for you and you so busy going in that you can't hear the word for you. And they stop you and say, hear me, etc. That's what it was.
Correct.
I get it. And I don't know if I feel like that's what it was.
When you're saying, like for me, when I sing, a run is a prayer, is a word. If I'm singing gospel and I'm for real, I need silence almost.
Right.
Like the music can become distracting.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is I understand all of that. But what I'm saying is, like, what if the pastor is praying for you and you legit having a breakthrough with God? Like, I understand that prayer is important, but what if God is really wrapping you up right now? So you're supposed to stop God in the moment that God is having with you so that you can hear his servant pray for you? If I can get it from the source, I want to get it from the source.
But you should hear
That's what I'm saying. If she's hearing from God, if she's worshiping and God is like, let's just say this lady was going through a thing and the song got her and her heart is being healed right now.
Well, I hope it was him. I
And
hope
this
that it has
hypothetical,
been
like,
restored.
and this is a real give me a response answer. The spirit is subject to the prophet. It is. And maybe I'm a little biased, because Kim Burrell has had enough of oopsies to make you question her discernment.
Sometimes the oopsies are the discernment.
Are they?
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes she's slick with her mouth. But that's just
It's her reproach.
So be it. That's her approach.
Yeah, it's her approach. Sometimes I think it's her approach. I think,
Some
and
people are alcoholics.
then the follow up for me was hilarious. I was like, "Oh, she turned this into a marketing strategy," and I was
She
like,
had to clean it up.
"I don't even know if her PR team approved that."
It's just because
For you to
people-
come out with that mask commentary after that, I mean, took
it
me
was
out.
slick.
I said,
It was slick.
I don't think she has a PR team.
No.
I don't think, and if it is, it's somebody from her church.
Yeah, we're gonna take flights.
Yeah,
You know.
I think it's somebody from her church.
But she's a dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's a dog. I would say one of the greatest vocalists of all
Absolutely.
time.
And
Of this time at least.
I don't mind, and I like Kim Burrell, right? Like, I like Kim Burrell. It's a lot of things that I can agree to disagree with her on. However, it's nothing that she's done to make me not like her.
True. Even this.
I think that,
If I was there at
but
that church,
I do also feel like,
would I have laughed a little bit? Probably.
and that would have been distracting for me.
Sorry.
You laughing next to me would have took me out because I would have started laughing too. And now we done missed God in the whole thing because the prophet done did something that made us chuckle.
Shit, God laughing. What you talking about? God.
Tom said God was laughing.
But anyways,
Y'all
Kim Burrell-
need to
Kim
stop
Burrell
thinking
is
like he ain't
a-
got a sense of humor.
Truly. And I think sometimes people get caught up into who they think God is and that God is whoever people have presented.
Mm-hmm.
But God is who is within all of us.
Mhm.
I mean, He's really the realest and biggest in the world.
Mhm. The realest.
Really. Sometimes people will be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And God will be like, "Hell no," and you'll be like, "Facts."
You are not one of my
Elaborate.
children.
I'm not
Elaborate.
elaborating.
You are not
Next
one of my
subject.
children.
Stay right here. Park.
I feel like the discernment is God's real nigginess.
It is. I can understand that.
Like God don't even he don't
God's
even bullshit.
real
He just
negative.
he just be like boom. And you sometimes we be like no.
Melly said she would have bust out laughing because why are you talking to that lady like that? Again, it's the approach.
I like her profile picture.
It's the approach for me. And I think that's what did it for me. And I'm like, and I'm not even saying that. I completely understand how it was distracting for Kim. I completely understand that it was a moment that Kim needed, that she was trying to control. She was trying to set the atmosphere. She was trying to take it to the upper room.
Or she's
I get
trying
it.
to sing.
However,
No,
I be like, Kim, you have got to find a better way to talk to these people.
true. But it takes
Because let that mask work for you in this season.
That's powerful.
She did her big one on
And
that
even
one.
that's powerful. That's some of her. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
it's
figure
the
it out.
calmest way to not cuss a motherfucker out.
It's not. And if that's your calmest way, then you need to put a rein on your. God did not tell you to tell that lady to let that mask work for you in this season.
Maybe.
God did not tell her that.
Is that mic connected?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to move that one over there.
Anthony,
'Cause
my
you
founder, said her
Her
personality is what is under attack. She is an abrasive, in your face for a person. She's always been that way.
That's
She's
what
been
it is.
enemy number one since she rebuked people in her church about homosexuality. From then on, everything she say, they light her up.
Facts.
See, and I'm not gonna lie, what she said to her church, I didn't have a problem with.
I didn't even hear
I have more of a problem with her talking to this lady like that than I did with the people at her church. That's her flock. She's their pastor. They follow her. If she says something that they obviously follow her for a reason.
She got her own church.
She has her own church. She's a pastor.
But I mean, that don't mean you have your own church.
I mean, she's a pastor. It's her church.
Okay.
She was talking to her congregation.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And she was talking about homosexuality. And I guess my thing is with people, and again, for all the pastors who might tune into this later, if you pick
there's
and
pastors
choose,
on here, do not call me to your church.
no,
And
what
if
I'm
you see me
saying
there
is,
singing for a funeral, just up and go like
I'm saying pastors, assistant pastors, ministers, any of that. If you feel like you can pick and choose what you preach from the Bible, then you ain't the pastor for me. Preach it all. Whether I agree with it or not, it needs to be preached.
I'm not even gonna speak on that.
But you know what I'm saying? So like her preaching about homosexuality, y'all mad because she literally took something from the Bible and preached about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
No sin is, you know what I'm saying? No sin is greater than the other. And like
I do feel
you
that
mad
a
about her
lot-
talking about homosexuality, but you sleeping with people's husbands.
Oh, my.
I hear that. But I feel as if a lot of churches don't really teach the Bible.
Factual.
A lot of people go to church and never have read or even know anything about the Bible. I believe that more atheists know about the Bible more than Christians. But they got it.
We can read it out loud for the people who are listening later, but they got it to Ellen and they said she preaches hate. She does not preach hate. She preaches the Bible.
Ellen DeGeneres.
DeGeneres.
Oh, I like her.
Okay, and they were saying that Ellen was a closeted racist. So I don't understand why people
I don't even know what we're talking about, so I can't talk a lot.
she had
She
a clip
came
and she was preaching and teaching against homosexuality and she was biblically based from it.
Okay.
She was taking things from the Bible and she was preaching on it. She was being a preacher. She was being a pastor.
Okay.
She was shepherding her flock.
Okay.
And her particular topic for that Sunday was homosexuality.
Okay.
And so people saw the clip and instantly, you know, every LGBTQ member and ally was lighting Kim Burrell up.
In the church. Or like it went
In the
viral.
church, out of the church, it went viral.
Okay.
It was all over the internet. So in the world, everybody just was
In the
like, she
world.
preaches hate. Oh, we hate her. She preaches hate. And my thing is, whether you agree with it or not,
That's what she
I
did.
will not argue with you about the Bible.
Right.
If what she said is rooted in the Bible, as a pastor, it is her obligation to teach you thoroughly and completely the Bible. And if
Right.
you don't want a church to do that,
Right.
then stay at home. Or find you a church that won't do it. There's plenty of them that don't do it. There's plenty of pastors out here that don't even know the Bible themselves. So honestly, all the way. They started a church for the members.
Hello, I
But I'ma backtrack.
I gotta find it. Noise.
So I'm just gonna backtrack on that because it is what it is, though. Stop pressing all these buttons.
It's all good.
But it is what it is. But you know, and so her personality is under attack. However, being straightforward and in your face doesn't mean being rude.
Sometimes it is. She was supposed to do it for real. And Ellen said he could come, but not Kim. Facts. They were supposed to tour for real, Kim. So from my understanding, push back.
And that's trash. And that's trash. And I feel like that's one of the things that happened because honestly, Pharrell is a secular artist. He's not even a gospel artist. I feel like if Pharrell was more gospel based or in his Bible, he would not have cared because if it's biblically based, what you're saying, then what's the problem? You cannot like what I say all day, but you can't argue with word. If you're a Christian and you're trying to argue with me about what the Bible says, what you doing here?
But I think that's sometimes the problem.
What's the
Because,
problem?
like, and I'm gonna just say this and go. Because I really don't want to go in deep. Kim Burrell is such a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It goes beyond her religion.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. If she ever put her gift beyond, it's not even religion, it's her connection with God.
I think Anthony said something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and he about that money.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to see Pharrell. He's going to get an entire market because
of
Kim,
him.
Kim Burrell is not church. Kim Burrell is church, but Kim Burrell's orchestrations and everything are studied by the
Everybody.
greats.
And I guess this is my personal bias. My personal bias is if you're gonna do something for God and you're acknowledging God and it's God's gift and this is your brand, like you're a pastor, you're a gospel singer, everything you do is supposed to be uplifting to God. Like stand on it. Like I don't have a problem with her and what she said about homosexuality.
It's that lady.
I don't even have a problem with how she felt towards the lady. It's just more so like Kim, you got to soften up. You got to soften up these blows. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to soften up how you talk to these people. And when it comes to this particular Pharrell situation with Tim,
I think, and I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna go. I can't say that. I believe that people have gotten soft.
I believe people are soft too. I don't think that
You
was
can't even tell them up.
Don't stop now. You been here.
You can even tell somebody that they breath stinking. That'll blow everything up.
Mm-hmm. I think people are soft. I think that people can't fight, which is why so many.
Oh, we just talked about that.
I think that it's a lot of things. I think that Christians no longer desire to be told the truth. They desire to be comforted and coddled.
I have to add it. I don't believe that we have many Christians.
We have a lot of church people.
Not even.
No.
Churches are empty.
Church is not empty.
All churches are empty.
Small churches are first of all,
let's
talk about this. And I like how this has shifted, okay? Let's talk about this.
And then we're gonna get out of here.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is churches are empty, not because people don't believe in God, but because church people act like church people, they don't act like Christians.
And the pastors
they have
the
deterred people from the church.
And the pastors do not go to school to study the Bible.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I know that you grew up AME, and so y'all have a different thing. I grew up Baptist. A lot of Baptist churches back in the day, the pastors was teaching, they learned the Bible. They didn't go to seminary.
Yeah.
Some did, some didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like some did, some didn't. It is what it is. But if you believed in God and God called you, He called you. And if you was doing what you need to do as a pastor, you learned the bylaws from the deacons and from the trustees.
Right.
So that's not my problem.
Where do you learn the text?
What do you mean? You learn the Bible through studying the Bible.
By yourself?
Through other people. Like you can fellowship with people.
I get that, but with other people who are also reading the Bible?
Yes.
So you go.
So
to
okay,
a
so
seminary.
let's talk about this. So let's talk about this. I know some people who went to a seminary and they were trying to convince me that they could translate tongue,
Uh-oh. They okay.
and they
I
went to
don't know.
seminary.
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that another
That
time.
seminary.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? They felt as though they could properly translate any tongue because they went to it was a class on how to, and I was like, to me, in my understanding,
That's why you just gotta go to an AME church. And that lady was something.
Anthony said
He should come
And
on
that
here one
lady,
day.
something was. Let me read this for the people who are listening, lady.
Wait,
And
wait,
that
wait.
lady,
Tell my brother, can you just make it a little bigger for me?
and that lady, something was clearly wrong with her, and I believe that she was influenced to do that video. Just watching it, it was clear she was sharing what someone had been said to her.
Yeah, because somebody shared the video
You
too.
know, I'm not gonna lie, it was giving very teleprompter guy. Like, read this. It was like a kidnapping video.
Ooh, that
Read
was
this.
That was good, Anthony. That was good.
Read this. And so I do agree. However, I still personally, I would have felt some type of way if Kim told me to let that mask, be of use in this. It was definitely Tubi. It was definitely Tubi. It was 2 more seconds, and the camera and the person holding the card in the back would have accidentally
But
failed.
let me say, I think as a singer, I wouldn't even interrupt what she got going on.
Yeah,
Even
but that's as a singer.
But I'm saying, like, as a singer, I'm bolder than non-singers.
But what I'm saying is,
If you're a non-singer and
That's
you're
all.
bold,
do this lady know she can't sing?
see that?
They don't.
Compare.
I know some people who don't know they can't sing.
I know a few.
Got you?
I mean, that got my
Got
tongue.
you?
That got my
Got you
tongue.
tongue tied, huh?
They're not listening.
Yes, Melody, a class on how to interpret tongues threw me through a loop. I was like, but tongues is different for everybody because
But this ceremony, what is it called? Seminary is just terrible.
terrible. That one in particular, we need to boycott.
Terrible. Judge Tyler.
However, Cameron, we do have to wrap this thing up.
It was really nice to sit here. This is my first time doing this,
This-
and it was kind of weird because I was like, "Ain't nobody gonna be here. We're gonna be talking, but we actually funny." And I did it.
Hold on, click on that one for us. We're gonna
Okay.
respond
Hey,
to this
so-
last one.
Yeah, y'all gotta see
Other
the
than
screen. It's
this
a little
lady, no one at this service have come forth saying they're offended.
small.
The people that weren't even there. Touche. And touche. For
Touche.
sure. For sure.
Touche.
For sure. Nobody is at that service. And I'm not gonna lie. They probably was tired of that lady too. That lady probably do this every Sunday. But I just feel like
So
she
you
did
feel like
this
they
so
trying to catch their blow while they here?
no. What I'm saying is they weren't offended because they probably was over her as well. Right? I'm just saying, I get what Kim is saying, and I agree with how she felt, but I don't agree with how she said it. The first two, I could even deal with. Now let me come back to you. Now let me. Like she was real soft the first two, but that third one, she said, "Baby, let that mask be of use in this season." Don't use my button on me. Give me this thing. And she didn't say what she said. So Kim,
Yes.
So
That's
Kim-
why she did that.
Kim, I hear you. We need to figure out how to be a little nicer to the Saints, okay?
Kim, if you
Maybe
make
she
it to
tried
this
her-
podcast-
Maybe she tried humility before and it didn't work. That's how we got here.
Maybe she did. Maybe she tried,
To be honest with you, people wasn't humble with her.
and I concur.
And I'm not saying that she has the right, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Hurt people hurt people. And
No,
I'm
I
not,
get what you're saying because if anybody has the right, as far as being a singer, to be like, "Hey, let me do this," Kim Burrell definitely has that right.
and listen to what you said.
However, as a
As a
pastor,
singer, no. When you're called to a
I
place,
know.
when you're called to a place, and they want you to minister in song,
Mhm.
they do not want you to pastor.
No, and that's a lie for Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell is Kim Burrell because not only she's an amazing singer, she's
She's
anointed.
anointed.
You cannot separate
The
the anointing
anointing
from the gift.
The anointing.
So what I'm
not-
saying is, if you're operating under the anointing, everything you do is covered by the anointing, which is why I'm saying I think that she should have had a different approach, because she's gonna never be able to separate the anointing, because there's a lot of good singers who can sing. I don't want to hear Brandy singing no gospel. It just
What?
never. I don't want to hear Brandy singing gospel. I don't feel like she has the anointing that would do it for me. Chrisette Michelle sings great. But when she did that gospel, I don't know if it was a song or an album. I listened to a song and I was like this. I am okay on this. She don't even know him for herself. She know white Jesus.
Who, Chrisette?
Yeah.
She definitely know white Jesus.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Something's in the water.
But she was trying to do, that's what I'm saying. Just because you have the talent doesn't mean you have the anointing. And if you do have the talent and the anointing, you have to operate under both.
I get that. What about Fantasia? She just wants us to talk about it.
Fantasia's anointing.
Fantasia is everything. And she wasn't.
Anthony, I honestly think that if she wasn't everyone's number one, this wouldn't have went viral. It might not have, but it might have, because some people don't went viral for less at churches. Marvin Sapp ain't really people's.
Oh, you talking
Number
about
one.
with the lady with the thing where she went to get baptized?
and he went viral, and enemy number one.
Oh,
If she wasn't enemy number one, this wouldn't have went viral. It might not have.
clarify this.
Yeah, it might not have, but it might have went. What's his name? McDowell. McDowell went viral for the swag and surf
I don't know. all
at
that.
his church.
But I mean, that's where people get judgmental. And I think that people like judgmental with
Yeah,
Kim.
me and Jasmine,
People already have a short leash with Kim.
they do, and they do.
Because they don't see because they're
And
not
they do.
into looking at the gift. You have to have a different lens to really appreciate Kim Burrell. Just like you have to have a different lens to really appreciate Brandy. Some people do this Brandy versus Monica, where if you really know music, I'm not
They're
saying
two
that
different things.
I'm not saying that Monica is not talented, but what I'm saying
It's
is
no competition.
there's no comparison.
There are two different types of singers.
And Kim Burrell is a singer.
Yeah, they're two different
And
types of
that young
singers.
lady with the mask is a worshiper. There are miles between the two.
It is,
And no one called you to worship here.
but
You just chose to worship here.
I'm not even gonna keep going because we gotta go. Because Tone is looking back at us like,
No, I was checking
Oh.
some stuff.
he's like, wrap this up. I said, let's
I mean,
go.
I still need you to wrap this up.
We wrap this up. We wrap it up.
Y'all
I'm
have a
sorry.
good night. May God keep you and bless you.
So you guys, again, and we're closing off for real. I love you guys.
They got Wi-Fi, so we gotta do right.
We gotta do right. We gotta do right. I love you guys. This was our Anthony. One more thing he said. He said this type of stuff happens all the time in the church, and nobody says anything or feels it. Ow! I bit my tongue. Feels any type of way, which is why Kim felt comfortable to say it.
Y'all have a good night. She gonna disagree. with everything.
I've never experienced that type of thing at church, and
They-
so I
They don't
also
say it out loud.
and so and I am going to be perfectly honest. I grew up at Bethel Baptist Church. Like I didn't grow up at a big church. I didn't grow up with a church with a lot of singers. Not too much of the church that I came from. Okay, not too much. So I never had to deal with certain things that most church people are accustomed to. Like my church family just didn't operate like that. So I do
'Cause
see
nobody
things
was
in a
able.
different. No, we had no. Yeah, see, and I'm not accustomed to that. Anthony said, "Oh, baby, Kojic, Apostolic, and Pentecostal, just man." And that's just
I'm
not.
either. I'm AME.
Yeah, he's AME, and I'm just not
We
accustomed
better
to
than
that
y'all.
type of. Yeah, I was like, and Baptist folks, we fight. So I think that's probably why nobody was saying stuff like that, because it might be a little rumble in the tumble in the atrium. Okay?
Tumbleweeds.
But
Did y'all have a tumbleweeds in Milwaukee?
no,
The food? Ooh, that was
no,
I
we didn't
swear,
have
I
that.
think we did.
That was a mean
Not in my
restaurant.
lifetime. I'm 30. I don't know.
I know
anything
y'all
about
had a
that.
Ponderosa.
Yeah, we had a
Ponderosa.
But Anywho, we are going to wrap up. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. This is the Dose Milwaukee. We are no longer the Dosage, but we're still giving you your daily dose. And again, for those of you who are coming late, I would like to introduce my new co-host.
Enjoyed this. I enjoyed
You're not going to
it.
say your name? You're nothing?
My name is John. Last name, you have to figure that out later because it's really my name. May God keep you. May God bless you. Shade open your eyes. We were saying bye. And I think that I have really enjoyed y'all. I don't get to talk much because I'm really just a regular funny ass.
We call them Big Country.
No, they
Big
don't call me
Country.
Big Country.
Who
They
don't call you Big Country?
Stop it.
I have 6 people.
Some do. Stop it. But I'm really just a great person. I don't really be having a lot of thoughts, but I got a lot to say sometimes.
He has a lot to say when he's talking to me.
Oh,
So here
God.
we are, and we're going to be talking every other Friday at 6 p.m. here on Tone Deaf Radio.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I am
All
Shay
about this.
Harris.
The AME. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I like my services to be 1 hour.
I
On
don't like
time,
him.
out on time.
I am Shay Harris, the hostess with the mostest, and you are.
John Stanford, the vocalist with the hoses.
And we will see you guys the Friday after next at 6 p.m. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We love y'all.